Hey guys, Nick here, and welcome to the final episode of Survival Island. And yes, you heard me right, guys. This will be the final, last episode of Survival Island. Survival Island? No, frick. Super Challenge, not Survival Island. Survival Island's a different series. Anyway, yeah, and you might be wondering, Nick, why are you so far. How did I miss this? Anyway, you might be wondering, Nick, why are you so far from your base? I'm not. Uh, because I, in the last episode, became a god and learned how to teleport. So I learned that I could just teleport from place to place. And I thought today would be a good day to reminisce on all of our adventures throughout this entire series, because it is ending today, which can't say I'm necessarily happy about it, but well, I am. Um, my life's about to become a lot less stressful. I only have to record two things right now after recording this. So that's cool. But yeah, let's get right into it. So, starting here, where are we right now? This is Spawn, where I first started the Super Challenge. This goes all the way down to Bedrock, and I set up a small base camp here. I came here twice. Once on episode 1, and a second time when on my way to the Woodland Mansion, which, don't worry, we'll get to. So I think the next thing we need to do is teleport around 2,000 blocks away. All the way to my first ever house. Wow, literally right in my bed. Huh. Well, anyway, this is my first house, and wow, there's still stuff here. A disc! When and where did I get this? Whatever. Yeah, wow, we have a lot of stuff here. But yeah, this was the first ever house that we had, and honestly, wow, there are a lot of creeper holes here. That's the one thing I'm noticing. There are a ton of creeper holes. Um, but yeah, I remember this base pretty well, honestly. I also remember traveling through the Nether and going to um my next base that we'll check out through a netherite mine, which I planned to improve and I never did. Never improved it. Um, but yeah, let's check that out next. Um, I have to type in the coordinates each time, and I have a list of all the coordinates here. I've had this since the very beginning of the series. I marked every base location. Here we go. And that is broken. Well, either way, this is the base we spent the most time at. The village. The reason we spend so much time here is because there was a decent amount to do. I read villagers for the first time and got one with a mending book, and I believe he's still labeled, actually. I think I labeled him. Um, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I have to like look at them in order to tell. Um, no. This one. Yeah. Uh, first ever villager to sell mending to me. And honestly, this took so long, but I learned a lot about trading with villagers, and it was pretty fun. I also built this giant wheat farm, um, which I might harvest from actually. Oh yeah, I forgot. We got carrots. At the very end of our time at this base, we got carrots. I cannot believe I never harvested that once. But yeah, this is our like biggest, most expanded base, I think. We have our sugarcane farm. It's been a while since I've been here. I remember building this. It took me a very long time to build all this, but I managed to do it eventually. I remember having to stack this so that villagers wouldn't wander in, and I had all this in here so that we could travel easily through the nether. I won't show off my nether mine. I think I have plenty of videos where I do that already. The sugarcane farm so I could get paper. Um, these furnaces that were just randomly here. Inside, we gotta check this out. Oh, man. It's been so long since we've been here. It's like the least organized base, yet also the most organized base I've ever had. We did our enchanting here. Was this sword? Yeah, it was too expensive. Yeah, alright. But look at this. This base, I got my netherite set here. Man. It was so long ago. What does this say? Oh, yeah. That's right. I'll show off that in a bit. As a matter of fact, I think we should walk there because I don't think it's that far, really. There might even be a bed on the way. But we're actually going to stay the night over there at the sand camp. I didn't even show off my melon farm. Oh, man. We gotta check out the rest of this. I'm sorry, but we just gotta. Um, yeah, I kept on building over everything, and I had a melon farm that I built over. Took so long to get those mending books, like 3 months, right? Um, because this series was never uploaded consistently, and at the time, I would kind of just remember, oh yeah, this exists. Yeah, over here we built some quarries, which we used to get glass and sand. We used it to get sand for glass and all the dirt that we used for those farms. Man, ow. And that pillar over there is the stronghold. And if you guys don't remember, to try to find the end city, I remember trying to build a flying machine and then falling off of it. And then it just flew off without me, and it's still flying through the end to this day. Memories. There was something else that I wanted to bring up before going over that way. Um, oh yeah, I purged this field of seeds. Like this side of the river, I don't think there are many more grass blocks besides on the mountain on this part of the river. Like every single grass block. Because you see, I needed wood for shovels. Hey, what are you doing? I'm a god. You can't kill me. See that? I took an arrow to the head and I'm still alive. Where did that hit me more in the neck area, but whatever. Man, so long. It's been so long, you know? It's been so long since I've been here. Um, yeah, and I used that for bone meal for those trees over there. And then when I went over to this side of the mountain, we'll check out my little tunnel here. I had accomplished something I really wanted to in this series. I found a zombie spawner in the middle of a ravine. It still works even. God, it's been so long since I've been here. And I used this as an XP farm and a mending farm. However, I then learned that while I wanted this for tridents, because I'm playing on easy, I made this way too hard for myself. And I had to actually go all the way off to the ocean in order to get vast amounts of drowns so I could get a trident because they wouldn't spawn from zombie spawners holding a trident. So that was upsetting. Um, and if you're wondering where I'm heading to next, it's actually fairly simple, I think. I don't have coordinates for this base, but I think I know where I'm going. I'm like 90% sure. Um, I could be totally wrong though, so we're actually gonna head back and do this bit. Yeah, I don't have the map on me, and I actually never wrote down the coordinates for this base. And by the way, guys, if you're wondering when there will be a world download, I'm probably not gonna make one. I'm probably gonna keep this to myself because personally, I don't think you guys would figure out all the locations to go to. Not that easily, at least. What's in that chest? Yeah, not much. I think I checked that already. Yeah, it's weird going back to all these places, you know? It was so long ago. Like, I left this base a while ago to go find a location where it could rain and thus thunder. That way I could get a mob head, which I finally got eventually. Eventually. And I remember clearing out this field took hours, but I had a whole barrel of seeds to show for it. I won't be able to play this. I'm realizing I don't have a jukebox anywhere in this world. So yeah, I think if we check the statistics, um, yeah, I'm not seeing it. Anyway, man, oh yeah, I mapped out the area using empty maps from a cartographer. I like mapped out a decent portion of the area. God, we haven't been here in a while. What the heck is that? That's my sheep farm. Oh my God, I forgot. Look at them all. They're all just huddled together. I also decided to turn on clouds for this video, just because. And then over here was my mine where a creeper blew up once. Creepers have blown up so much in this world, it's kind of a nightmare. Um, yeah. Ooh, real quick, we need our gold boots so that way we don't get attacked while in the nether. Yeah. Let's head to the nether, and voila. A portal one time randomly spawned up there. No idea why. And down there is my netherite farm, where I eventually crafted a netherite block. Anyway, I remember I had to build a path. I have no idea where I'm going. I will be completely honest. No idea. Um, this way looks about right. Oh, that's unsafe. Ow. Man. This nether is recognizable for me. And you might be thinking why I'm going to the Bastion without basically any armor. Well, you see... Oh my god, don't die. Alright. Um... Yeah, I tried raiding this place once. It didn't really work out. Until the second go. And now we have the arrow pointing down to the third base I had in this series after, like, a year of being at that one. Let's not litter the nether. I'm sure the gas will blow it up eventually. Alright. In here. Do not blow this up. Voila! We are very far away. And you might be wondering, Nick, where the heck are we? Why are we in some random spot? Why do you still have an arrow in the side of your head? Well, over there, you will see a dock. And this was my third base. My third house, more like. And you know what? I'm still fond of this. I built this around the time I started Survival Island, so it was kind of funny. And we still have some of the gear from when I was going to take on the Ocean Monument. Which, it's right there! Holy crap, it's right there! There are even guardians. Are they in my boat? Oh my god, they're in my boat. I'll leave them to it, honestly. I'd rather not get attacked by some guardians today. But yeah, this was my third base, and so long ago. Oh my god, I don't remember the last time I came here. Yeah, I was basically storing Nautilus shells until I was able to get myself this little number, the conduit. I also obtained the sponge here and the trident I used, which I believe is at the last base. Some of the tea... Wow, I had a lot of stuff in this base. I remembered fishing for a while. Yeah, wow, it's been so long. Yeah, I put all the items in the item frame until eventually I got the conduit. I don't remember where I found the Heart of the Sea, I'll be honest. I think I got that earlier. And while getting the Nautilus shells and the conduit, I was off trying to get a trident, which took me several episodes, which those were some of the last ones I was editing. And I basically went off over in this direction. Man, it's been so long since I've been here. At this location specifically. Also, this base is very close to my other base. This is where I basically destroyed an island that was here and replaced it with oak wood. And then got rid of a ton of kelp down here so that I could see some drowns. And then I could, stab them and get enough Nautilus shells and a trident. Which happened Eventually, it happened. But yeah, there are just a couple more bases. Actually, there's a lot more bases. Never mind. Next one we're headed to is very far away. Here are our current coordinates. We are going to slash TP positive 2029 65 negative 5895. This is over 10,000 blocks away from our old base. And actually, the last base we had, it was way further. Here we go. For the last one we went to, it was way further. And this is it. I don't remember parts of this, but I do remember that it was a camp for taking on the Woodland Mansion. What gear do I even still have here? None. Okay, wait, I still have some. I think the barrels were decorative. Yeah, I would remember this place was so... This was one of my favorite bases to build. Just a nice little campsite. I put a nice little wall around it. This base, it has been way longer than it could have been to get here. Yeah, the Woodland Mansion isn't too far, actually. Let's go check it out. I remember I burned it down. Let's go check that out. I'm curious. Let's hope there aren't any more Vexes around, because those things were a nightmare. Plant this. There we go. I know it'll never grow, but you know the idea. Yeah, I burned down the Woodland Mansion. There it is. The wreckage. Man, so long. It's been a long time, mostly because this base is so far away from my other bases. Like, 0-0 is off somewhere over there. Or maybe not over there, but somewhere off in a direction. Is it over there? Oh, yeah. My sense of direction still has that much. So 0-0 is somewhere off over there. Like, and my bases are on the other side of it. Yeah, I knew I wouldn't be staying here for very long, so I did that. What the heck is down here? Oh, yeah, it's a mine. More of a bunker, but you know. Yeah, man. I remember not really doing much here besides getting the totem and then leaving, but, you know, I got these banners. Man, memories. Anyway, next one is still pretty far away. But for a moment I thought, maybe I should walk to it. That's because I actually built this base based off a location in the Nether. And that is the Nether portal base. This is where we went off and tried to fight the Wither. I still have a ton of supplies here. Wow. It was still accessible via the Nether to all of our other bases besides the Woodland Mansion. But this one, like, it doesn't really have much to it. I knew I wouldn't really be in the overworld too long, so I kind of just stuck to the Nether. And I tried to the best of my ability to build a Wither farm, which did not work. Yeah, the Wither ended up getting out. And I actually had to fight the Wither twice in one episode, and I only had 3 Wither skulls at the beginning of that episode. That was a long one. I do not miss the chaos of this. I will not miss the chaos of this series. Um, and then I don't remember where I was going. I think I was going back from the Woodland Mansion when I found a couple of cool biomes, like an ice spikes and a mesa. I didn't do anything there, but you know, I saw it. But yeah, I can actually make my way. I could probably make my way from memory all the way back to to that one base, the Savannah base. But we do not have time for such things. We must go to our final base, which is wow, that is far from here. This was the final camp. This was it. The final base that we've honestly seen for several episodes. Nice little encampment underground. And over here we had this to-do list, which we got everything done on that. Put those away. I've retired all my gear, including my fishing rod. And my shulker boxes. I've retired everything, including the trident, which I will leave here. Yeah, this base was next to a bit of a lost cause village. If we have a look at this, it's bad. It's bad. It's very bad. Look at that. There's a giant hole. There's a cat hanging off a ledge. It's a bit of a bad spot, you know? We also had the tree farm, which took a lot longer than I'd like to say to build. I built it in one episode, but, you know, it still took a while. And I basically made it so that the trees would supposedly not turn into that, but they did anyway, so that's great. I also had another portal, but it didn't really work out. And then this hole here, this is a big creeper hole, and it's where I blew up the creeper that gave me the mob head from a zombie. And then the man, the myth, the legend, my horse. I had a horse when traveling here, and I kind of just kept him. And at some points, yes, I did forget about him. But you know what? Since the series ending, you're free. You're free now, man. Do whatever. Denise, do whatever you want. Saddle or no saddle. Actually, you know what? I'll store it in here. And then there's one last thing we should probably check out. Well, actually, 2 more things. So let's do that. Firstly, we were waiting for a thunderstorm, so I basically started a podcast and just fished. I just fished in here, you know? And we actually filled up an entire barrel worth of stuff, which that's insane. Yeah, I basically started a podcast, and it was just me. I really could have gotten other people, but you know, It was basically it wasn't an actual podcast, but you know the idea. And I built over it because I realized I would have a lot of trouble with phantoms. So I built over the whole place. Um, and now it's become sort of this little hill, and that's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, finally is um the area we were in the last episode. So if you guys watched that, if you guys haven't watched that, spoilers, go check it out. It was a really cool one. Also, I recommend you check it out on your phone because for some reason on computer it doesn't sound as well. But if we look over there, we see the Nether Island with that cool portal on top of it. We checked that out in the last episode, and we became a god. So yeah, between becoming god and everything else, I'll be honest, the Outer Realm kind of doesn't interest me anymore. However, it also kind of does. So we will be getting another sleep, and then we'll be setting off on our own to the Outer Realm. Just me, no one else. I'm gonna leave this stuff for anyone who comes by. No world download, just saying for lore. Um, and sure, I could just teleport there, but what good does that do me? It all depends on the journey, and I think that's what I learned about this series. It can be fun, aggravating at times, saddening. There's lots of frustration, happiness, sadness, but I really think that in the end, I just had a fun time. Overall, that's about all I could have asked for from this adventure, and I hope that's what you guys had gotten over this time too. Over these past 2 years, it's been a lot, and I think in the end, I'm just gonna run off into the horizon for a while. So until then, guys, until the next video in a different series, probably. This will be the end of the series here, unfortunately. So, until the next episode. Come on, I can't end like that. Until the next episode you see by me, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!